Let's go to Greenfield, Missouri. Adam joins us there. Adam, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on.
You bet. How can I help today, Adam?
Yeah, I've been self-employed for the past 7 years, up until about a year ago, and I did a pretty good business. And after having to quit my business, I feel like trying to get into a role that suits my talents and capabilities is kind of hard, based on the fact that I don't really have a lot of, third-party references since I've worked for myself for so long, to help me kind of get back into the workforce. Nobody, potential employer, could verify my, I guess, character and skills that way.
Well, okay, I hear you, and I don't disagree with the factual statement you made there, but that's a limiting belief there, and you're limiting yourself to say, well, I don't have a bunch of references, so I'm going to really struggle. You're already setting up a big, big wall that you think it's going to be very hard to break through, and I don't think it's a wall at all. I think it's I'm going to have to get around this, and how do I get around that very issue? And the answer is, for 7 years you ran your company, so it was successful enough that it sustained you for 7 years. True or false?
True.
You also had some clients that you served over 7 years. True or false?
True.
I'm guessing those clients that you served, there were some that they were raving fans of your work. True or false?
True.
Okay. You think they might be some strong references and character references and just competency references as well?
Yes, and I've actually included those on my current resume.
Great. Great. And don't you think it might be impressive that you ran your own business for 7 years?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I do.
Why'd you quit the business?
It became financially insolvent, ultimately.
Okay.
So.
Well, what'd you learn from that? Give me 2 lessons you learned from having to shut your company down.
Well, I guess I've learned that you can't dig yourself out of a hole by digging it deeper.
Okay.
And I've learned a lot about problem solving and trusting in myself to be able to get things done.
All right, so right there, that's what I was looking for right there. So now that becomes an asset to somebody who wants to hire you, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
That you know how to solve problems. Now, what kind of problems are you really good at solving?
I feel like I'm probably best in high stress situations, because I was forced to deal with a lot of those in my business.
Right, but are those people problems? Are they system problems? Are they thing problems?
All of the above.
Great.
Since it's a relatively small business, I've kind of had to deal with all facets.
Great.
All facets of it.
Great. What kind of position do you want? Now you're going to go work for somebody else. What's the position? Give me the ideal situation. And I don't care about title. Just what are you doing?
Management or possibly sales.
Great. Have you got extensive experience in management and sales over the last 7 years working for yourself?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. So we've covered this. So this is about how many people you know as well. How many people do you know in your area? Just give me a ballpark number.
Well, whenever I closed my business, I sent letters out to about 200 customers.
Okay, but that's more than 200 customers. Give me a ballpark idea how many people you know in Greenfield, Missouri, just in your area, not even including around the country or around the world. How many people you know in your area, ballpark?
Oh, probably just 20 or 30. That's a pretty rural community.
Okay, so you got 200 customers and you know 20 or 30 people in your area. Okay, and so if you're in a small town, rural town, which I didn't know until 10 seconds ago, you've got a small universe of companies, correct?
Yes, sir.
That you're looking at. So I don't know how you don't know everybody in that town. Between the 20, 30 people you know, you can get to anybody in that town, correct?
Yes, sir.
And they probably know of your business or at least heard of it, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, then. So I don't think you need to be worried about your resume. You need to be finding opportunities, man, and making connections. This is not about the resume. And I've said this 100 times. It bears repeating again right now. Your resume, even the Ken Coleman Show, beautiful, fabulous, very effective resume that we have at kencoleman.com. It's free, by the way. That resume is worthless without a relationship attached to it. You go, wait a second, Ken, are you telling me that you can't get a job just by submitting a resume? No, I didn't say that. Well, that's the lottery, though. So how valuable are most lottery tickets? They're not. You got the 1 in a billion that pays. You want to play that game? Great. I'm not doing that. I don't like the odds. So when I say that a resume is worthless without a relationship, I'm telling you, you're playing crazy odds if you're not trying to make a connection to another connection, to another connection, to another connection, however many you need to where you are setting yourself apart by pulling yourself out of the pile of resumes that are submitted online or in person. I get that there's not many physical stacks anymore, but it presents a wonderful illustration. You got to stand out, and connections are how you do it.